I wish he was dead. That sounds so awful. Like, I'm so mad that Viren's alive. Ezran. I'm trying out something new with the lighting. Tell me if the lighting sucks, okay? Even though it's gonna be this way for the next few videos because I film videos in batches. I don't know. Maybe it sucks and I'll look back on this and be like, why did I think that was a good decision creatively? You can see the reflection of the lights in my glasses though, so hopefully that doesn't bother you. If it does, I'm sorry. So I'm like all cozied up in this little like sweater moment. We're talking about the Dragon Prince, specifically season 4 of the Dragon Prince because it just dropped. I mean, it's been like a week or two. First of all, I would like to say that I loved it. It was very good. Just hitting us with banger after banger. Very good. My first thought upon seeing Callum's new design was, why the heck does he look like that? I think now I like it a little bit more, especially after he put the scarf on. It was like, okay, you look like Callum. But for the first little bit, I was like, that doesn't look like Callum. I also was very glad that Bird Callum wasn't permanent. I was a little worried. I was a little worried that he was gonna be Bird Callum forever with the bird arms. It was temporary and I very much appreciated that. Also, my thought, like in the first episode, up until they like mentioned where Rayla went, I was like, where is she? Where is she? We got like verified Rayla, but then she was not there for like the first 2 episodes and I was like, where is she? Until like they were like, oh, she went to go look for Viren, and I was like, that's stupid. That's stupid. Why didn't Callum go with her? But I guess he has to do like high mage stuff. Amaya and Janai are so cute. So cute. The representation we need. Beautiful. I love the representation of a deaf character. I'm not deaf, but I am hard of hearing. And I was like really, really scared of going deaf because like that was a possibility there for a while. I mean, I guess I still could go deaf because I didn't know what was going on like with my hearing. And the fact that Amaya exists as like such a capable character is like really comforting for me because like we still don't fully know what's going on with my hearing. So like something could change and I could be deaf, but it is like comforting to see her as a very like capable, very wonderful character, and she is able to communicate with the people around her, and it makes me feel a little bit better. And I'm sure all the deaf people watching the show are very happy to have that representation because representation matters. I'll say it over and over and over again. It matters so much. I just love Amaya as a character, and I love Janai too. And I think it was so funny when she was trying to propose and Amaya just like took out all of the dancers. She was like, I was being ambushed. And then Janai's like, it's a ceremony. I was trying to ask you to marry me. And then she asks if she'll wrestle with her, which is so funny. But the fact that she tries and is learning is just so cute and adorable. And I love their relationship. The talk with Janai's brother, the way he's like, this is like sending a message to the people like that the humans are here to stay. And I can't help but like draw parallels to just being LGBTQ plus like in life, in like modern day. It seems like every queer person has to stand as like a pillar of the community. And I don't know if other people experience this, but I have definitely experienced, especially being like the only non-binary person that a lot of my family knows. I feel like I have to be like this pillar of the community and be like a perfect representation of like other LGBTQ plus people. The fact that Janai's brother is putting all of this pressure on her and being like, it's gonna send a message, like it just feels extremely relevant to existing as an LGBTQ plus person today, of like the way you behave sends like a message about the community as a whole. And I don't really necessarily think that it should be that way. I feel like it's kind of problematic. We should just be able to exist as people and not have to have like feel this immense pressure of like having to represent the community. And I guess it's a little bit different because she is like the queen. I don't know, I feel like it like parallels and like kind of mirrors the issues that LGBTQ plus people face today, except in this case it's like a human marrying an elf or like an elf marrying a human. But I just felt deeply that Janai's brother was like, you're sending a message by choosing who you love, and Janai's just like, I'm just marrying the woman that I love, and he's like, I'm sending a message. I just feel like that parallels so strongly to at least what I've experienced as like an LGBTQ plus person, and I feel like they handled it so well. They very delicately show like his concerns and like kind of why he's behaving this way, while simultaneously not being like, yeah, no, it's fine to be this way. Just like, I like that it humanizes him as a person, and it's not like he's a horrible, terrible person because he thinks this way. I don't know, I think it's just like a really interesting plot point. The flossing, I realized that they started making this like way back in 2020, but they took the time to animate flossing, and it's like hilarious to me, but also like it doesn't age well. And like I think that's probably really the only criticism that I have for like the whole thing is like, why was there flossing? When Rayla comes back though, I feel like they yassified everybody to a certain extent.
Yes.
Right, but Rayla the most, and they tried to make her kind of like align more with modern beauty standards, and it does not work for her character at all. Like, at all. And I think the fact that her hair is like very intentionally styled and like up in a bun, it just doesn't feel authentic to her character. I just think they kind of yassified her a little bit too much, and they should have kind of kept the feeling behind her old design where her hair's just down. I don't know, it looks like a lot of effort goes into styling her hair every day with her new design, and with her old design it didn't look like there was that much effort put into it, because I don't think Rayla as a character would put that much effort into it. I guess if that makes sense, like she's not one to like spend forever doing her hair. I feel like she would just let it be down, and so the fact that they kind of changed that up, doesn't feel authentic to the character, to me at least. But I mean, I don't think it's horrible. Okay, but like, I'm so mad that Viren's alive. I'm so upset about it. Why couldn't he just died? Why couldn't he have died and then Claudia gets her little redemption arc? Like, why is he alive? Well, I get it, it's good for the plot, but why is he alive? I hate that man so much. And like, you get like a little shimmer of like, oh, maybe I should just live my last 30 days in peace, but then stupid Viren comes back because Claudia's like, no, we're gonna free Erebos and like, make it so you live forever. Like, Claudia as a character, such a good character, but why couldn't they have let Viren die? Stupid little nightgown man. I'm totally here for Viren's wardrobe change of his stupid little nightgown. I don't know. I kind of like it because I just could make fun of him for looking like he's in his PJs. And they're not even iconic PJs like Soren's PJs. Like later on, they're like, he's a little stupid nightgown man. But I like it because I can make fun of him for it. But yeah, I wish he was dead. That sounds so awful without context. Terry. I love Terry. I love him so much. I cannot express how much I love Terry. First of all, trans man representation, and the fact that Viren's not a transphobe. Yes, queen, pop off, like you're evil, but you're not a transphobe. It's not that hard to be accepting. If the villain can do it, so can you. But like, he's so cute, and he's like, I'm gonna have my feelings, and I'm gonna do what it takes to protect the people I love. And the fact that he's like, Claudia, why did you fuck with that elf? That was mean, like, and problematic, and he calls her out. Like, yeah, I think he's going to be the catalyst to Claudia's redemption arc. I really, really do, because Terry is so good at heart, and even Viren being like, get a grip, like, spare your emotions. He's like, no, I'm going to feel my feelings, and I'm going to care about the people I love and do what it takes to protect them. Obviously, they're all extremely problematic, like, like, murder. No. Trying to unleash the greatest evil the world has ever known? Also, no. I think Terry will see the light, and then he will let Claudia see the light. I don't know what's gonna happen with Viren. Like, I am genuinely so stressed about what is going to happen with this man. I pray to the good Lord that he does not fuck everything up for everyone, because I feel like that's what's gonna happen, and I'm very worried. Because I feel like Claudia's good at heart, Terry's good at heart. Viren, we don't know. He's just there. Like, he's so unpredictable, and I don't know what's gonna happen with him. But I do feel like Claudia's gonna get a redemption arc, and Terry's gonna be the catalyst. He's such a genuinely, like, good and wholesome person, and very firmly, like, holds his beliefs and holds his values, and is not swayed by Viren the way that Claudia is. I think Viren's influence on Claudia is kind of part of the reason why she is the way that she is, but Terry kind of refuses to be swayed by that man, and I think that's gonna be the catalyst for Claudia turning good. I'm talking more about Viren. So with his little chat that he has with Terry, where he's like, you should do anything in the name of love, and if, you know, you do unspeakable things that you'll never forgive yourself for. Like, nope, 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 nope. I get that, like, you're there for, like, protecting your family, but how about we don't do unspeakable, horrible things? Also, when they were like, Erebos has whispered into the minds of all of these people, and, like, it was secretly his fault. No. Yes and no, okay? I'm not here for the removal of accountability from the people who had been, like, corrupted by Erebos, because they still made that choice of listening to him and doing all of those terrible things. Like, yes, he made a very convincing case, but the people should still be held accountable for what they did. I'm not here for the removal of accountability. Please and thank you. And I think we're gonna get with Callum, he's gonna, like, have a moment where Erebos, like, tempts him or whatever, and then Callum's gonna be like, no, I choose the side of good, and then, you know, it'll kind of illustrate that, like, you know, no matter how strong evil may be or, like, how tempting it is, you can always make that choice to be a good person. And I think where this show's going, it's really going to illustrate that with Callum and Claudia. And Terry too, but I feel like he's kind of more in the background and is going to be kind of the catalyst for Claudia. We're going to see Terry just kind of consistently being, like, a really good person, and then Claudia kind of, like, catches on to that and moves away a little bit from Viren's idea of, like, anything in the name of love. Like, nope, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Thank you and goodbye. Another thing is, just this show just does such a great job of making us realize that everybody is human, right? Because I feel like it's really easy to kind of get stuck in this black and white thinking of good and bad, us versus them, and the show does a great job of just being like, they're all humans, we're all humans, and everybody has their reasons for stuff. I think that's, like, a really cool aspect of this show. They show Claudia being funny and humorous, and Terry, like, joking around, and, like, Viren kind of, like, having these moments of, like, oh, maybe I should just enjoy my life and blah, 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 blah. So I think it does just, like, capturing that nuance of, like, we're all human. I mean, there are, like, elves and stuff, but, like, I think it captures that nuance really well, and I really like that about this show. Okay. Ezran. My little man. I love him so much. He is such a good little guy. Seeing him grow and learn and navigate the nuance of, like, all of these kind of, like, really tricky, difficult things, especially for, like, I think he's, like, 11 now. Such a good little guy. His speech about, like, hatred and violence and pain and war, like, so good. If everybody just went and, like, listened to what Ezran said, I feel like a lot of the world's problems would be solved. But alas, that is not how this works. He's such, like, a wise and caring leader that sometimes you forget that he's, like, freaking 11, but then, you know, you see things like his little bag and, like, how excited he is to see Zim. I think it balances that really well of, like, Ezran's still a kid, but he's still capable of being a wise and caring leader. Also, Bait and Noodle, like Noodle the pug from TikTok, they have the same energy, and no one can convince me otherwise. Also, Rex Igneous, I don't like him. That's all. I don't really have much to say about him other than I don't like him. Also, Sokka's boomerang and Aang's glider in his treasure trove. I'm just kind of living for all of the different Avatar references. I think it's I feel like it's lacking in originality and, like, freshness. I do, like, kind of enjoy it because I love Avatar, but also I'm like, I don't know, it just feels unoriginal, but it's cute, you know? It's a little bit like the flossing, but not quite as, like, cringe. I just am like, I kind of want them to just, like, drop the Sokka references and just let Callum be his own person and let us love Callum because he's Callum, not because they keep throwing in Sokka references. Does that make sense? I get why they're doing it, but it's not my favorite thing in the world. I think I like the detail of Sokka's boomerang and Aang's glider in Rex Igneous's treasure trove, but kind of like the other stuff, I'm like, Anyway, if you haven't watched it, you should go watch it. You probably shouldn't have watched this if you haven't seen it yet, because I, like, hella spoiled things. But it's very good. I like it a lot. I'm excited for season 5. They say the wait's going to be a lot shorter, which thank heavens, because I'm like, that was, I think it was like 2-3 years of waiting for season 4, but I get, because we had like a pandemic, like it makes sense. Let me know what you thought of season 4. That's all. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that you have a good time. Goodbye. Would you please be quiet? I'm trying to make a video. I get that it's like 6 p.m., but please turn off your fucking car.